Good day everyone, Seaman from Ukraine here. Today I will tell you about the ballast waters which are used on the cargo ships. What is the ballast water, its purpose, how it is taken and distributed on the ship. Let's go! Ballast water is technically the sea salt water, or can be fresh water, which is taken in the sea and in the ocean, is pumped in by the spatial ballast tanks into the ship. But it is not that simple. Why, you may ask? I will tell you later in the video. The purpose of taking ballast is to make the ship stable. When the ship is loaded, the officers are doing their best to distribute the cargo in the best way to keep the vessel upright. But usually, it is not enough. That is why a chief officer of a modern vessel presses some buttons in the cargo office to make the water flow, or the chief officer of an old vessel, in order to do the same, puts on his gloves, goes deep down in the ship basement, and manipulates some valves with his own hands. As the tanks are located all over the ship cargo area, the officer can upright the ship technically from any direction. He can take out the heel from bow, aft, left or right. For example, the ship has the bow trim. In order to compensate it, the officer has to fill up some aft tank and the vessel will go upright. Or maybe some tank in the forward part of the ship is already full and we can simply pump it out. Both of these actions will lead us to the same result. As ballast water is a seawater, it still contains dangerous pathogens and microorganisms. They pose a serious threat to marine environment, as the water taken somewhere in West Africa can be very dangerous to the coast of Australia. About 30 years ago, an unknown ship, probably from the Bay of Bengal, discharged some ballast water into the coast of Peru, releasing a strain of cholera that contaminated shellfish. People ate the shellfish and disease spread, killing 12,000 across Latin America. Nowadays, there is a solution to that. International Maritime Organization declared that ships on long ocean voyages have to exchange ballast to more clean ocean water during the voyage, or filter it using onboard filtration system. The filtering system on board of my ship kills bacteria with ultraviolet lamps. But there are many other ballast filtration systems which use either chemicals or electrolyzer. At the end of the video, I want to share my experience of using the filtration system. Despite of the system is very useful to marine environment, as for me, for operator, it is a pain in the ass. The system reduces the water flow, so the ballasting itself takes much more time, and also because of the flow is low, so the chamber, UV chamber itself, it cannot be fully filled up with water sometimes, and that's why the system shuts down by itself. It happens not very often, but it still happens. Also, the system requires maintenance of additional components, of all its components, of the filter, of UV chamber unit, of additional valves, and UV chamber has to be cleaned after each ballasting operation. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you find the content useful and interesting, please feel free to subscribe and leave a comment down below. See you until next time. All the best.